we are gonna learn naomba, nataka, naweza kwenda, how to ask for things. So that is what we're learning. Come on, let's go. Can you guys believe it? It's week 3 of our 30-day challenge. So this is our 3rd week. Can't believe it. It's already here, week 3. We are gonna learn naomba, nataka, naweza kwenda, how to ask for things. So that is what we're learning. Come on, let's go. If you are new, this is a 30-day Speak Swahili challenge. This is a challenge where we are trying to form the habit of speaking Swahili to our children. So we want to get into the habit of speaking Swahili to our kids. Now, you may hear that and think, wait a minute, I don't know Swahili, I can't participate in this challenge. No. This is a perfect challenge for you because we are using simple phrases. Anybody can learn, whether you know Swahili already or you don't, but the goal is baby steps. So we're using simple phrases to get you into the habit of speaking Swahili to your child. And that is a really fast way for your child to learn a new language that they don't already know. So join us in the free challenge. You get free resources, free printables, as well as free videos that teach you how to pronounce the words if you don't already know them, and give you some great tips that you can use as you teach your kids a new language. So before we dive right in, I'm going to remind you of what we learned last week, which was saying please and thank you. So please was tafadhali, thank you was asante, and of course, you're welcome is karibu. So please, tafadhali, thank you, asante, and you're welcome, karibu. As you learn how to ask for things, remind your child to say please when they ask and thank you when they receive. And then you also respond with karibu. That way we can reinforce what we learned about last week. Let's get started on this week's asking for things, all right? We know that kids love to ask for things, so this can be a really fun week to see what your kids ask you for and how they ask for it in Swahili. I think it'll be a really fun week. One way to ask for something is by saying naomba. So naomba. So naomba is I'm asking for, right? That's what it's translated. It says I'm asking for. So naomba. So let's say your child is asking for food, they would say naomba chakula. Or let's say your child is asking for water, they would say naomba maji. So that's asking for something. Now, another way to ask for something is by saying I want. So they can say I want. I want in Swahili is nataka. So let's say they want a ball. They can say nataka mpira. Or let's say they want a doll. You can say nataka mdoli. Alright? So I've given you a couple new vocabulary words that they can practice. So naomba, nataka. Alright? Another thing that kids love to ask is if they can go somewhere. Alright, so the way to ask if they can go somewhere is to say naweza kwenda. Naweza kwenda. Can I go? So let's say they want to go outside. They would say naweza kwenda nje. Or let's say they want to go to the bathroom. They would ask naweza kwenda bafuni. Alright, naweza kwenda bafuni. Naweza kwenda nje. Remember we said we were going to try to tie in our please and thank yous. So now that they know naomba, nataka, naweza kwenda, now remind them to say please before they ask for something. They want to go to the bathroom, right? So you ask them, can you say please? And so they will say tafadhali, naweza kwenda bafuni. Or they want to go outside and you ask them, can you say please? And so they'll tell you tafadhali, naweza kwenda nje. Right? So we are adding in our please. Now, as you practice this, as you guys practice asking for things throughout the week, you might run out of vocabulary words. And you can just have your child say nataka and then the whatever it is that they're asking for in English. So let's say they want a cheeseburger. They can say nataka cheeseburger. Or maybe they want oatmeal. Naomba oatmeal. All right? So you don't necessarily have to focus on knowing what every single Swahili vocabulary word is. Just focus on the how to ask for things. So naomba, nataka, naweza kwenda. Let's say they want to go to the playground. They can say naweza kwenda to the playground. Right? Naweza kwenda to the playground. Because the emphasis is on how to ask for something, not necessarily on all the other extra vocabulary words. But you can use this week as an launching pad for you to introduce new Swahili vocabulary words to them. Let me give you an example, all right? Let's say that your child wants milk, all right? For the purposes of this week, they can say, naomba milk, and that would perfectly be fine. Or nataka milk, and that would be fine, all right? They would have gotten down the fact that to ask for something in Swahili, we say naomba or nataka, all right? And to take it a step further, you can have them add in the please, right? And so they can say to you, tafadhali naomba milk. Tafadhali nataka milk, all right? So they're telling you the words that they know. This is perfect for this week, all right? You can take it an even further step by teaching them what the Swahili word for milk is. So the Swahili word for milk is maziwa. Right? So then you would have them say now, tafadhali naomba maziwa. So they would have completed a full sentence in Swahili. Tafadhali naomba maziwa. Or tafadhali nataka maziwa. Right? And so then you would give them the milk, right? Let's say you give them the milk. Then they would respond back and say, asante. And then you would say, karibu. And look at you, you had a full-blown conversation in Swahili with your kid. So it's simple things like that. We've been building up, every week we've been building up, and now you've been able to say a full sentence in Swahili. And that should make you feel like, this is a win. It's a win-win, because now you understand what your child is saying. Your child understands what you're saying, and you guys are both practicing speaking it. All right? It may seem really rudimentary or elementary for those of you that already know Swahili, like, okay, I guess we spoke a sentence in Swahili, but it's a major win for your child. If they're learning this for the first time, it's a major win, because now everything is connecting and it makes sense. All right, I have asked for something fully and I understand what I've asked for. Vocabulary words are sinking in. Let me add in a little bonus now. Let's say you need to know how to respond yes or no, right? So they're asking you for something. Usually the answer is either yes or no, or you give them whatever it is they're asking for, right? So in Swahili, to say yes, you say ndio. And to say no, you say hapana. So ndio, hapana. Ndio is yes. Hapana is no. All right, so that's a little bit of bonus for you so that you can say yes and no in Swahili. So this week should be fun because you should be able to speak full sentences to your child. And if your kids are anything like mine, once they learn that they're asking for things as naomba or nataka, they'll want to know what that word is in Swahili. So let's say they want a spoon. They'll start asking you, what is spoon in Swahili? So that they can say the full sentence in Swahili. So it's kind of a natural inclination to want to say the whole sentence in one language. It's okay if it's not a full sentence in Swahili and you're just at the beginning step where you just want them to learn nataka, naomba, that's enough. It's okay. That's perfectly fine. But if you're able to, finding that vocabulary word, searching for it, and telling them what it is will really ingrain in them what that thing is in Swahili, because they're right there sitting telling you they want this thing, and they can make those connections because it's happening in real life. It's not something that they're reading about. It's something that they need in that moment, and you gave it to them, and they know what this word is now in Swahili. All right? So go forth, have fun. It's going to be a really fun week. I'm really excited to hear how this goes for you guys. Like I said, for me and my kids, they asked me, "What is this? What is that? What is this? What is that? What is that? What is this? What is this?" So it was a fun time to be like, "Oh yeah, this is this thing. This is that thing in Swahili." So I'm excited to see what happens for you guys. Keep going. It is okay if, let's say, you're going through this challenge and one day you just forget. It's okay. Pick up whenever you remember. Keep going. All right. That's the whole point. We're building a habit, and it's okay if you don't check all the boxes in a row. Life happens, but when you remember, do it and keep going and force yourself to make it happen. All right. So till next week. Bye.